Hello, happy Saturday. We're having our game here. We'll be playing Colorado Tigers. This is the Lady Rough Riders 16A. We're getting through our warm-ups. I think we've got a nearly full bench today, so we should be good to go. I'm gonna go on mute here for a couple minutes, and as soon as we get close to cleanup and puck drop time, I'll come back on. All right, we're coming down to the last minute of warm-ups. Girls will be doing cleanup here. All right, we're down to the final seconds of warm-ups and cleanup at this point. Looks like the Colorado Spring Tigers have 11 skaters and the goalie. I think Lady Rough Riders are rolling out with 13 skaters and a goalie. All right, we got game time. Looks like we're going to have a 14-minute, 3 periods each. And I apologize, I don't know all the players. Looks like Harper, number 11, is doing our face-off. We have Georgia in D. I think Emily there taking it up on the outside wall. We're back into Tigers zone. All right, Tigers were able to make it out into the neutral zone here. Right here on the edge of the camera, there we go. Bit of a battle there at the halfway mark. Pass forward, shot on goal, but went high. The goalie tried to get a glove on it, but it wasn't able to. We got Georgia keeping it in the zone. Passing it up to number 45. Harper back to Georgia. Georgia taking a shot. I heard a whack, but I'm not sure if that was a stick hitting the post or the puck hitting the post. Sounded like a stick. All right, Tigers are trying real hard to get over into our zone. They just got over. Looks like we should have had an offsides call, but it's like the refs are giving the Tigers a little bit of grace. All right, we got Ann bringing it up on the outside zone. She's number 6. Back behind the Tigers net, trying to center it. So have Emily on D. Maddie Benish pushing hard up to get hold of that puck back in the Tiger zone. Number 3 doing a fantastic job keeping it in the zone with some help from Maddie again. Ann and Maddie pushing some pressure on Tigers, trying to get a hold of that puck, get control. We're already down to 11:45 in the first period, first period, sorry. All right, Tigers were able to get it away. Got it down into the Rough Rider zone, causing a icing call. So we'll have a good face-off in the Colorado Springs defensive zone. I think that is McKenzie, number 23, doing the face-off. Number 13's on the wing. Georgia's back on D. I think M, who is number 82, getting the puck going. Looks like she's going to go D to D. She is going to drive it into their zone and try and get a shot on goal. We have our first goal on the board. Almost uncontested. Emily? That was Emily who just got that. Number 82. Well deserved. Congratulations from the team. All right, we got our face-off at 11:17, so that goal is at 11:17, 11:18. McKenzie won that face-off, was able to get over to our far wing. Lady Rough Riders are doing a fantastic job getting some good passes. And from the sound of it, they are communicating, calling out when they're open. Shot on goal again by Emily. Their goalie was able to smother it. We're going to get fresh skaters on the ice. Have our second face-off here in the Tigers zone. Looks like we have Harper Seifert doing center this time. It's like number 45 on the right wing. 73 in this back to 73, trying to get a shot off. She did have a bit of a sauce shot. Almost made it up there, but the Tigers were able to block the shot. Over to number 9. He tried to rip a shot off a quick. Looks like we have a call, a tripping call. Tripping call on Lady Rough Riders. Number 9's in the box. It looked like she was in possession of the puck at the time, so I'm not sure on that call, but I don't wear stripes. All right, we've got a face-off going in the Rough Riders for the first time this game. Harper won the face-off. She was able to pass back with a forward pass. Oh, Cora, our goalie, was able to smother the puck, so we'll have another face-off. It's a quick cover-up by Cora. It's a good job. We're down to 10-12 on the clock in the first period. Rough Riders leading by 1. And a bit of a weak pass there. Tigers were able to get a stick in there and ruin any opportunity we had there, but we are back in their zone. Rough Riders tried to get it out, but they didn't do much of a shot. All right, I have names now. I'm going to do better. I don't have all the names, though. So we have number 6, who is Ann. Number 9, Catherine. She's in the box. Emily Butch, it's number 10. Harper Seifert's 11. Kat Gunn is number 13. McKenzie is number 23. Harper's pushing the zone, but we're going to get an offside call. Harper tried to bury it back deep into the zone, and one of our players was a little bit too far forward. Cora is our goalie, number 33. Number 45 is Mel Banks. And 59 is Lindsay Clark. We have a face-off just outside the Tiger zone. Back to Georgia, number 75. She was able to bury it deep. Number 54 went into that wall a little bit fast and lost a skate. Looks like we have a penalty call against the Tigers. So we are no longer on the penalty kill. Looks like her sweater is folded over so I can't see her name, but she's in the box. We have Ann doing a face-off. We have a 4-on-4. I don't know if that's penalty kills for both or power plays for both. Not sure when you have a 4-on-4. All right, we had a shot on goal by Georgia. Their goalie was able to smother that up. Chuck McKenzie's up to the point. She's going to do the face-off. We have Ann on the left side ready to put that shot on. We weren't able to win that, but looks like we're going to have a icing call against Tigers. Change in rules this season is even on penalty time, there are no more burying the puck down to the far end of the ice. There's always going to be an icing call no matter what now. Got another face-off at 8:45. Rough Riders still lead by 1. Ann was able to get a shot off, went a little bit wide on the far left side, but she is ready to put it in, and she's on the doorstep of their goalie, just waiting for it. Springs were popped another puck all the way down the ice again, another icing call. Springs is officially on a penalty kill at this point because they are down to 4 and we are back to full strength. I missed it when Catherine came off the penalty box. Good pass from number 73. Don't know her name. Sorry. Over to Emily, number 10. We got a whistle. I'm not sure what it's on. Looks like we are back into having a face-off in the Rough Rider zone at 8-11 in the first. We have Harper Cipher on face-off. Nell on D. I think Mackenzie's in this far wing. Catherine's on the other wing, and Emily is holding back on D. Emily's in possession. She did a great side pass over to Harper. Harper's driving all the way into their zone. There's nobody on her, and she just got us another goal. She was able to sweep in on the right side of their goalie, did a bit of a feint, and dropped it in on the left side of the goalie as the goalie was on the far post. Good shot by Harper. That was at 7:56 in the first period. Number 64 is doing our face-off. Amy Benish is on the right wing. Colorado decided to get their get a full strength players out there, so we got a 5-on-5. A little back and forth in the neutral zone, but Georgia has pushed it all the way back. She's behind the goal line. Amy Benish did a fantastic job and pulled back and took over Georgia's position on D, so there's no open holes. Amy's daughter's doing awesome down there. All right, we're back in the zone. Anne's putting pressure, trying to stop and get any. Oh, she was able to get the puck away from two of the other players. We got a shot from number, I think it's Emily, 82. And she had a shot on goal. The goalie tried to smother it, but wasn't able to. George is back here on D. She took a shot on goal. The goalie was able to get a leg off of it, deflected it. I'm trying to keep centering it. We're all over it. Maddie Benish was able to get a shot on goal, and they covered up. So we'll have another face-off in the Tigers zone. Let's see, who do we got? Number 73, I don't know. I'm sorry. Looks like Mackenzie's on the point doing the face-off. She won that face-off. Number 13. Sorry, I'm trying to look at another thing. Kat was able to center across. Great job by Kat. Got a shot toward goal. We are dominating the Colorado Springs zone. Colorado Springs is pulling out of their positions just to put pressure on us. I think we're at 10, 12 passes as we're in this zone at this point. Well, Colorado Springs was able to get it past our D. They are on their way down to take a shot toward Cora, but it got interrupted by, I'm sorry, number 73. She was able to interrupt that play, so they weren't even able to get a shot off. All right, we got Emily who picked off intercepted a pass, but this line from the Springs team is putting a lot of pressure on us. All right, and we're out of our zone, across the neutral. It's like we have Kat and, again, that number 73. If anybody knows, you can throw it up in the chat window of the stream. Got Emily back, bringing it around behind our goalie. Coming in on this close wall, she drives out of our zone. Got a little bit away from her, but Springs defensive player backed off instead of taking possession of that puck. It's like we've got a few fresh skaters out here. Harper Seifert just took a shot, went a little bit wide of the goal. Georgia's back on D. It's like we've got a couple more new players coming in. Emily just ripped off a shot. She came up to the point. That was awesome. We've got Harper and Emily battling out with two of the Colorado Springs players. Georgia taking control of that puck as it drifts back into the Rough Rider zone. She is doing a full lap around the ice as she brings it out. She did a push along, or she did a side pass. Catherine, Georgia went in to be able to get a tip on the goal, but got a little out of hand on some of the speedier passes. All right, Georgia's back in D. Harper's on center, it looks like. Just got a shot on goal, but their goalie was right there to stop it. Looks like Catherine's on the right side of the forward. And number 45, Mill Banks. Sorry, and it doesn't help. Some of our girls haven't gotten their names on their jerseys, so I can't even call out their last names. All I got are jersey numbers. All right, we got Harper in possession as we get some fresh skaters on the ice. She's playing keep away back behind. She tried to send her pass out to Ann, but one of the Springs players was able to stop it. Had a advantage to Harper. Got another shot on goal. The Springs goalie is doing a great job for the amount of shots she has blocked at this point. Maddie Benish getting in the battle and one out between two of the Tigers players. All right, we had a high but centering shot from number 73 back here. It's like we have Emily, number 10 in the back. Oh, number 64 just got another goal for the Rough Riders at 2:29 on the clock. And I don't have her name, so good job, number 64. There's a bunch of back and forth down there in front of the Tigers. And they just weren't able to keep track of that puck before we were able to get another shot on goal. There's definitely a advantage that the Rough Riders currently have over the Tigers. Their skating ability is definitely top notch out there on the ice today. Some of the Tigers may be some newer players. All right, let's see if I can get some players. So we have Kat on wing, Mackenzie on doing face-off. Georgia's on this close wall for D, and Emily, I think, is 82. Back on D also. All right, we've got a face-off in the Rough Rider zone at 1:46 in the first period. Rough Riders lead this game 3-0. It's a good confidence boost for the Rough Riders out here. They have been practicing hard. Coach Ritchie has given some good motivational speeches, keeping them on task, letting them know that they have this game. All right, we have another shot on goal. Looks like McKenzie is the star with a assist by Georgia. That was at 1:27. Rough Riders are up 4-0. Another face-off. It's like Harper's on center. Number 45, Milbanks going in there all by herself. Oh, just went high and right of the goal. Had a great centering pass. I didn't see who it was over to Harper. She was able to get a shot goal, but their goalie was right there. It was Catherine who gave that pass in. Georgia's on D, and Emily is back here with Georgia defending that blue line. All right, Georgia was able to get it in. She's a foot race with the Tiger player. There was almost no competition on Georgia's speed. We've got Harper, and looks like Harper took a shot. Their goalie wasn't able to get a rebound on it, and it dribbled through her legs. I believe that is number 2 for Harper. All right, we've got Ann out there on center ice. It is always fun to watch her on center ice. She is all about winning those face-offs as she did this time. We've got an Ann to Maddie Benish. Benish trying to drive it in, but got tripped up. Oh, we got an offside call on Rough Riders. I think the Rough Riders they're all looking for that shot. All right, Maddie Benish on this close wall. Ann's on face-off. Number 64 is the far right side. Number 73 is back on D, back with number 10, Emily. Face-off won by Ann again. And he was able to get to it first, get back into their zone. The Tigers are just losing their skates all over the place. It's like the ice is slippery. Got a great side pass and shot toward goal with cleanup by Maddie. She's going to try and tip it in, but the buzzer went off. So that's the end of our first period. It is a 5-0 game. Rough Riders are dominating this ice. I'm going to go on mute here for about 60 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, good news. I ran off and chased down director of ice, and she gave me the numbers for all the players. So we have number 6 is Ann, number 9 Catherine, number 10 is Emily Butch, number 11 is Harper Seifert, number 13 is Kat, number 23 is Mackenzie, number 24 is Madison Benish, Maddie, number 45 is Millie. 59 is Lindsay. Number 64 is Amelia. 73 is Sasha. 75 is Georgia. And number 82 is Evelyn. We're coming up to our face-off for the second period. I believe we have 18 shots on goal. Our scorekeeper is doing a great job down there keeping track of them. And I believe there's 2 shots on goal by the Tigers at this point. All right, we have Mackenzie doing the face-off. Lindsay in this close wall on forward. Georgia on D82 is Evelyn. And Kat was doing the other forward position on the far wall, bench side wall. We're back into the Tiger zone as we switch sides for the second period. We are in the process of keeping it in the zone. Mackenzie's taking control of the puck, got a shot toward goal. Their goalie jumped on top of it and took care of it. So we'll have another face-off at 13:33 in the second period. Face-off with Mackenzie on point, Lindsay on wing, Kat on the far wing, Evelyn on this close D, and Georgia on the far D. Mackenzie is all over that puck. She wants it and wants to keep it. All right, we've got Tigers bringing it all the way down into our zone, battling out with Georgia and Mackenzie. She tried to do a centering shot, but the Tiger skate there, so she went down. It's like we're going to have an icing call against the Rough Riders. But it's a good time for us to get in some fresh skaters. Tigers are doing the same. We're down on the Rough Riders side of the ice. It's like we have Harper doing the face-off. Sasha's out there on wing. Yep, that was Sasha. She took control of that puck as Harper won that face-off. She is bringing it out of our zone. A bit of a foot race to keep it from an icing happening. No icing. All right, we are down in front of their goal, trying to get control of it. It's like Emily and Harper are on D at the moment. It's like Harper took Sasha's D position as she was pressing the point. Harper was able to push it into their zone. Got a shot toward goal by Millie. Their goalie was able to get a leg pad on it, and it bounced up and over to the far side. Millie's on the doorstep trying to get it. Oh, Colorado tried to dump it fast. Got a bit of a ramp off of Sasha's stick, but we are back in their zone. All right. Colorado was nice enough to bury it out of their zone right to Sasha, who took possession. So we're in the process of battling out in the neutral zone. Sasha and Catherine just working as a great team, pushing it up and in. Oh, it's like we had a bit of an early whistle call. Colorado Springs goalie had it and then let go of it, and then they blew the whistle as Harper was ready to get a shot on that goal again. We're gonna have another face-off at 11:31 in Colorado's zone. It's like we have Ann on wing. Emily is doing that face-off. The other Emily, number 82, is on the backside. So, I'm sorry, Evelyn. A lot of E-names on here. I'm terrible. And Georgia's on D. I think I'm missing the other wing. It's Maddie Benish. And she is battling it out back behind. She got shoved off of her feet right in front of the ref. Ref just kind of shrugged it off. Evelyn trying to get a shot off from right in front of the blue line. Wasn't able to keep hold of it. All right, Georgia came back to help it out. She did some dangling with that puck and was able to keep it away. So she has driven it back into the zone, but Colorado got a stick on it. I keep saying Colorado, I should say the Tigers. Get confusing here since they're both Colorado teams. All right, we're back in our zone. Maddie lost her skate, and so did Amelia, sorry. I had a great pass from Georgia up to Maddie Benish. Maddie Benish is into their zone, backed up by Ann and Amelia. And I keep looking at this list instead of using the video, sorry. All right, we're just down under 10 minutes in the second period of this game. They got one player she's got some serious drive, number 22 on the Tigers team. She was driving it hard into our zone, but we were able just to outmaneuver her with that puck. I think the Tigers coach gave a pretty motivational speech to them because they're coming out, battling, using their bodies, getting in our way, playing some good hockey. All right, we're down to 9:26 with the face-off just outside of the Tigers zone. Looks like we got Emily, number 10, on D. Mackenzie on point. Sasha on the far D. Kat on wing. Kat was able to get in there after Mackenzie won that face-off and get it into the zone. Good job, Kat. Oh, he just had a great shot. As soon as I see her number, I'll give her credit because she was on the doorstep with a shot on goal. Pretty sure just had another shot on goal. The shots on goal are only showing 22 on the scoreboard, but we're considerably higher at this point. Sasha just took a great shot as she took control of the puck. She's picking up her own trash. She's down there putting tons of pressure. Good pass from Emily over to Mackenzie. Tried to center it. It's hard to make a point of any one player having a fantastic game. They're all doing great. Mackenzie just nonchalantly just ruined that Tigers chance to take a shot on goal. Like I said, we definitely have a major advantage for our skating skills here. Coach Ritchie has done a fantastic job with their endurance that they've got. All right, far pass from Georgia to Harper's. Harper just came on the ice at the blue line. Got a shot, but went up and high. Harper putting a lot of pressure on Tigers. Was able to get past it. She's taking down this close wall into the corner, playing keep away. Over to Catherine. Georgia's keeping it in the zone. She looks like she wants to take that shot. She wants it. She takes that shot. The Tigers goalie shrugged it off. Oh, and we got I believe, another goal. I think that's Harper's, Seifert's first. Nope, no goal. Superstitions. Don't say it out loud unless it's true. All right, we got Harper doing the face-off. Looks like their goalie was able to smother it up before it went across the line. Emily, number 10, on the back. Harper won the face-off, but she lost her edge on her skate. Got an icing call against the Tigers, so we will have another face-off on this close wall in the Tiger zone. 6:49, period 2. Rough Riders lead by 5-0. Sorry, I had the hiccups. Ann was doing our face-off. She won that face-off, but one of the Tigers got loose and tried to ruin our possession, but we're back to taking passes, taking shots. Sasha took a shot from the blue line and went a little bit wide. Not sure she had a real good... got another shot on goal by number 67. There's no 67. 64, sorry. That was Amelia. Sasha's on D, Emily's on D, Ann's on the face-off. We got Amelia on wing and Maddie Benish on that far wall. Back to Sasha. Sasha tried to get it up to Maddie, but one of the Tigers saw that, read that pass, and got in between it. All right, Tigers were able to successfully get it out of their zone, but we are back in possession. Maddie is driving it in with the help of Amelia on the far wing here. Sasha got a great shot on goal. Their Tigers goalie was able to get a leg on it, but it was almost there. All right, Tigers goalie decided to fly onto that puck and smother it. So we will have another face-off at 5:28 in the second period. We got some fresh skaters on the ice. Looks like Mackenzie, Kat, Lindsay on wing, Evelyn on D with Georgia. Evelyn and Georgia, Team Fon D, have been doing fantastic together. Not to discount Sasha and Emily, but like I said, it's just props to all the girls out here. They're playing like it's championship. Every game's a championship, right? All right, Tigers were able to get out of their zone. Mackenzie decided that was too long without us having possession of the puck, so she just took a shot, and she has a goal. We have a goal by Mackenzie at 4:55. That makes it 6-0 against the Colorado Springs Tigers. I think all parents have been on the other side of losing out on teams. But it is always feels good when you're on that team that just dominates the ice. All right, we have Mackenzie back in possession of that puck. She is trying to get it back into her zone. Tigers disagreeing with that, but all right, she was able to chip it in. We have Kat putting some great pressure. Evelyn on the backside. Georgia, Tigers were able to get all the way back into our zone, but Georgia was able to pick it off. Georgia got hung up on something over there on the wall there temporarily. All right, looks like we have Georgia and no Tiger except their goalie. She tried to do a bit of a delayed shot. She lost her skate as she was doing that shot. The shot went wide. Tigers are back in our zone. for about 2 seconds. All right, it's already back out. Tigers are trying to get out of their zone as they're getting pressured. Evelyn battling out right at the center ice. There's lots of offsides going on between Colorado. They figured it out, but it was too late. All right, so we're going to have a face-off right off the edge of the Rough Riders blue line. We're down to 3:30 in the second period. Looks like Harper was doing face-off. We got Sasha and Emily on D. Great centering pass by Harper after she won it out of the corner. Emily is going to try and get a shot off, went a little bit wide. Good shot, though. And looks like we have another goal by Rough Riders. That, I believe, is Harper's hat trick. All right, we got Harper at center ice doing the face-off. Rough Riders are now at 7-0. Emily bringing it all the way into the zone from the D, winning that face-off. Tigers was able to intercept the pass and drive it back. Great side pass I think that's Lindsay. No, I'm wrong. That was Catherine. All right, Sasha's in possession. She is coming around across center ice. Looks like she's going to drive it in. Driving it in. Harper tried to get up on the doorstep as their goalie was able to deflect it. Sasha's back here, back on D with Emily. Shot off by Catherine. It was off the side bar. Sasha tried to get a shot off, but puck slipped off the end of that stick. All right. Bit of a crossover. Harper siphoned a shot on goal. Their goalie was able to get a glove on it. We will have a face-off at 1:56 in the second period. Shots on goal are well over the 30 mark at this point. It's like we have Ann at face-off, looking for another. I think she's won every face-off at this point. It's been doing great. We have Georgia and Evelyn on D again. Good line. Maddie Benish on that far wall. And backing up Maddie as Maddie's batting out with two of the Tigers players and winning. We have Amelia just waiting on the doorstep, just itching to get that goal. Maddie playing an amazing keep away by two of the players. All right. And she tried to get a puck toward that goalie. Their goalie was quick to cover it back up. We have a face-off. Ann is on it again. Amelia here on this close wall. Maddie on that far wall for forward. Amelia just looking for that shot on goal. All right. Springs was able to get it out and past center to neutral zone. Maddie Banish took over a pass. She's driving in. Ann's backing her up. Maddie's just knocking them down like she's a professional bowler. The girls are so stable on their feet when it's pretty amazing when there's some body impacts. The Rough Riders all just stay on their skates as the other players fall. We're down under a minute in this second period. Sasha's stopped it from going out of the zone. She got a chipping shot, but went right into the glove. It was a good shot, though. It would have gone down right up in that top left corner, top right corner. All right, looks like the Tigers are going to change out a couple skaters in the final moments of this face-off, in this period. Looks like we had Mackenzie, Lindsay, Kat, Emily, and Sasha are finishing up. Emily just took a shot, but it hit on the outside of the net. Emily keeping it in, getting it over to Sasha. Sasha wrapped it all the way around the back. Sasha's looking for that goal. All right, we're down to under 30 seconds in the second period. And we're going to change face-off points. I'll never understand why we do that, but I guess if I'm going to call the games, I should know the reasons. All right, Kat did a backhand twist shot. That was great. Great move. And Tigers are changing out even more players. They're deciding whether they're going to have 6 players or 5 players on ice. All right, now we're almost, refs are eyeballing them like they're going to call them for too many players on ice. 25 seconds left. Back to Sasha. Sasha's got the goal. We are down to just a couple tenths of a second over 20 seconds. That was Sasha's goal. That was number 8 in the second period. All right, looks like we're going to change out a few players. Like Mackenzie's on the face-off. She won it, but we weren't able to maintain possession of it. All right, we got Georgia driving it in with the last 10 seconds on that clock. Evelyn's back here on D by herself. All right, Georgia's coming back. And that is the buzzer. We are going to start the third period. I think it's going to be 14 minutes on the clock as soon as it gets up there with a 8-0 lead against the Colorado Springs Tigers. I'm going to take a break here for 30 seconds. All right, Rough Riders coming out there with a enthusiastic Rough Riders, and they're dancing to the Hey Mickey song here. For anybody who's watching the stream, I sound like a YouTuber. I'm sorry. If you subscribe, you will not need the live game link. In future games, you can just come out to the Colorado Hockey Life channel, and you'll probably get notifications too, but it will tell you when we go live for games without having to wait for relatives to forward on, text you the direct link to the game. It'll always just be the first thing that pops up when you go into YouTube. All right, we got Mackenzie driving all the way down, taking a shot on goal. The puck is loose. Kat was looking for her first goal. And I think she got it. So that is Kat's first goal. That was awesome. She was on the doorstep cleaning up that trash, and she took it out. All right, that makes it 9-0. That was a great job by Kat. She knew right where to be. All right, Kenzie on that faceoff. She won that faceoff. Went over to Lindsay, and Lindsay's just trying to maintain it over there with Mackenzie. All right, George is on D, and Evelyn is on D. Pass forward up from Georgia from our goal line. Oh, we got a whistle. Not sure what it's for. Sorry, I was getting questions real quick. I'm going mute. All right, we're going to have, it looks like it was a offsides against Tigers. We've got 13 minutes left in this game. Got Emily on a foot chase. Was able to distract the Tigers so Sasha could pick it up off that wall. She did a great side pass. Oh, and I'm not sure who got it. I think is either, I don't know. Well, we just got another goal. It's 12:31. I believe, yeah, either it was Sasha or Harper who got that goal. We got Harper on the face-off, won that face-off. Millie here on this close wall. We got Catherine on that far wall. Looks like it's Emily and Sasha on B. We got another offside on the Springs. Have another face-off here. 12-12, third period. We're 10-0 at this point. All right, Harper won that face-off. She is driving it up and across. Catherine is going into that corner like she wants that puck. She was able to get it over to Millie. Millie centered it up to Harper, and then it is back over to Catherine. Catherine's over in that corner. Harper trying to get a shot. Oh, had a crazy shot by Millie. She pulled the puck through her legs and did a blind shot on goal, but their goalie was ready for it. Had that gone in, I mean, either way, that was a sweet move. I think the coaches gave a bit of a directive to the girls, or they're just doing it. They are passing, they've got to be passing it 20 times at this point before they're even taking shots. Oh, we got it's like an unintentional trip. Refs didn't call it, though. I think it was just accidental. We're going to change out that entire line, it looks like, with a face-off instead of a penalty call. All right, we got Maddie Benish here on this close wall, ready to take possession of that puck. We had Amelia on that face-off, and she won it. She tried to get a pass over to Maddie, but Springs read that pass and got in front of it. Like we have Georgia and the Evelyn team on D. Springs have another call against them for a offsides call. We now have a constant run clock, means that they're not going to stop it anymore. So we're down to 9:45 left in this game. Maddie Benish bringing it across the center ice, taking it in there. She's able to center it back to Evelyn. Evelyn to Georgia. Georgia is taking that shot. She had a lane. It was a good shot. The goalie was able to deflect it off. Georgia driving in as a centering pass shot, and it's like their goalie decided to smother it. That clock is still running, so we are coming at the 9 minute and 15 seconds left in the game. Amelia, number 64, is sitting on that point to have a face-off. Maddie Benish tried to get a centering pass over to Ann, who was sitting on the doorstep ready to put it in, but wasn't able to. All right. The goalie smothered it again. We're down to 8:40 on the clock. Looks like we got Mackenzie on the point for the face-off, Cat in the far wall. Lindsay on this close wall on wing with Sasha and Emily as another good face-off win by Mackenzie, but had a bit heat on it, so the puck made it out of their zone. We got Emily driving it into their zone. Tigers got a stick on it, got it turn over there in the neutral zone. All right. Tigers have it in our zone, but Mackenzie keeps interrupting. All right, Cora was able to smother it. So we're going to have a face-off in the Rough Rider zone as that clock ticks down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. 10-0 lead by the Rough Riders. Looks like we have Sasha playing forward there with Mackenzie doing that face-off. She won that face-off. All right, we got Sasha bringing it up into the neutral zone. We got a turnover right at the center ice. Emily picking up that. Ooh, that was a close centering pass, but Mackenzie was able to tip it away from the Tigers. Tigers are not going quietly in this game. They are still playing like they want to win, which is always a good thing. All right, we got Harper doing the face-off. It's like Emily and Evelyn. Ooh. That was a pretty bad tripping call. The ref waved it off on Millie. Millie turned around and looked at the ref, like, what are you doing? I can't blame her. It looked pretty bad. All right, we got a face-off going at 5:50. Face-off. Harper's taking the face-off. Millie is in this wing corner. Harper won that face-off. Looks like we have Catherine. And we have Georgia bringing it in on this inside wall. She is fast. She is bringing it all the way in. She wants that shot. Another shot and goal by Millie. Looks like we have another goal. I did not see who had it. I think it was Evelyn. I apologize. I don't know who did that one. All right, we're coming up at the 5-minute mark with that constant run clock. Now Harper doing face-off. She's doing a heck of a job doing keep away. Pass over to Catherine. Catherine takes a high and over the goalie's shot. Georgia's coming in from this right side. She tried to do a wraparound with the centering. And we have another goal by the Lady Rough Riders. This one, I saw it, and it was Catherine. Georgia to Catherine. I believe we are now 11-0 with just coming up to the 4-minute mark. Maddie Benish bringing it all the way in the zone. Looks like she wants one on the board. Looks like their goalie smothered it. Yep, she smothered it. That was a good job by the Tigers goalie. Maddie really wanted that. All right, we got a face-off happening here at 3:45 left on the clock. All right, Tigers, the puck's loose, going all the way back into our zone. It was almost an icing. Oh, boy. One of the Tigers tried to do a quick shot, and she landed sideways. It looked like it hurt. All right, Tigers are trying to maintain possession of it as they drive it back into our zone, but Ann decided to take possession. She brought it all the way back into their zone with the help of Amelia. Amelia battling out face-to-face with one of their players, won it. Sasha getting a shot centering, but it went a little bit wide. And trying to center it into Maddie Benish as she was sitting on the corner, and looks like Sasha just put one up in the top corner. That was a fantastic shot. I believe we are, they're no longer putting goals on the board. I believe we're at 12 now. That was a great shot by Sasha up in the top left corner. We got Benish on the wing, Ann on the wing, Amelia doing that face-off. Sasha and Emily on D. Sasha's picking up the puck as it went back behind our goal line. She is driving it across center ice with almost no competition, trying for the other shot. Their goalie was able to get a leg on it and stop it from going in. Sasha's going off the ice, get change out. It's like Evelyn's coming in with Emily. That was great timing on Evelyn's part as she picked up the puck, handed it over to Maddie Benish. Benish is working on it on this close wall in the Tigers zone. Maddie putting some heavy pressure on the Tiger that had possession. Evelyn was able to intercept a pass and bury it deep back behind the goal. Amelia just battling out against three of the Tigers, winning. Was able to get a pass up to Evelyn. Evelyn took a top of the point shot. Their goalie smothered it. We are down under 1 minute now remaining in the game with a face-off happening here in the Tiger zone. This being my first game watching the 16A play, they are playing fantastic. Cat to Evelyn. Evelyn put it over to the far wall, but Georgia saw it and tried to center again. Cat tried to do a pass back to Evelyn. Evelyn kept it in the zone. She got run over by a Tigers player in the final 10 seconds. There is a I guess the ref couldn't not call that one because she got shoved off her. She got checked middle ice, right? So that was the end of the game. That player got put on a penalty, no cost penalty. All right, that is the end of our game. I think it was 13-0. I'm not sure how many goals since they stopped putting them on the board. All right, the girls are going to line up the center ice, bump gloves and sticks, say good job. Tigers did a good job. Their goalie was a superstar. All right, that is it. All right, call it the end of the stream, and thanks for watching.